Who am I? What am I? Where am I? Stay tuned and you're about to find out. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Terryn and this is Twinklebell Terryn. Today is my very first video, so I'm very excited. And in this very first video, I just want you guys to get to know me, who I am, what I'm about, so let's get started. The first question, who am I? Quite simply, my name is Terryn. Next question, where am I? I live in Canada, the Great White North. It is very white today. It is snowing like crazy outside. I do live in Canada. I live in Ontario, in southwestern Ontario actually to be exact, in a county called Norfolk. How old am I? My birthday. Well, this year I kind of stopped keeping track of my birthdays. However, I am 31 years old and my birthday is the beginning of September. Family. Oh my gosh, so I'm going to keep this nice and simple because this could get really, really long and lengthy. But for my family, I am married. We just got married actually this month will be our 1-year anniversary. We just got married last year. I do have 2 children. I have a son who will be 9 this month and I have a daughter who will be 5 this month. It's Ty and Chloe are their names and my handsome husband's name is Lance. My job. So, my title of my job is a sports therapist. I am a physiotherapist assistant. In my line of work, what happens is I actually work at a specialist office. I'm kind of the first face that you see. You come into the office, you sit down, you talk to me, you tell me about your aches and your pains with shoulders, knees, basically any body part we kind of go over. Tell me what's wrong. I do some special assessment tests on you. I actually put you guys in a little bit of pain, kind of the fun part of my job. And then I diagnose you essentially. I talk to the doctor comes in, he will then reiterate the diagnosis that I initially gave you, and then we come up with a treatment plan. So whether that be physiotherapy, massage therapy, acupuncture, in some cases we do need to give people a cortisone injection. So although people aren't really happy that I put them in pain in the first place, they usually tend to leave quite happy afterwards. My favorite color, definitely teal. My favorite book is called Wishful Drinking by Carrie Fisher. It is outside of the realm of what I would normally like to read. I usually like, teen fantasies. However, this book I read years ago and I just absolutely loved it. It gave you an inside look of her life and it was actually based off of her one-woman show and it was just a great read. I suggest you guys all go read it as well. It's just a really good book. My favorite song is definitely Life is a Highway, but it's done by Rascal Flatts. My favorite song. Favorite character. So my favorite character has to be from Disney. My favorite Disney character is actually Daisy Duck. She's my favorite. I've loved her since I was a child. She's kind of remained my favorite throughout the years, and yeah, so Daisy Duck's my favorite character. Favorite food. Now, although I love pretty much all food, my favorite food definitely has to be tacos. Favorite sport. I can't say I have one favorite sport exactly, but I definitely have 2. So growing up, I was an avid swimmer. I was really good at it, got my lifeguards. I went really far with swimming. High school kind of rolled around, you don't necessarily stay as fit or as active in high school as you do when you were younger, but swimming was definitely my #1 love and it was my #1 sport growing up. As I've gotten a little bit older, I have actually developed a love interest for archery. I started doing archery about 5 years ago now. I really like it. I'm definitely no pro at it by any means. However, I do really like doing it. We have a great big backyard with a field behind us. So I try to get out there, get some bales of hay and shoot off some arrows. It's a really good stress reliever as well. So definitely swimming and archery. Favorite movie. All-time favorite movie that I could watch over and over again is actually Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Just absolutely love it, love all the books, but Return of the King is definitely my favorite movie. My favorite quotes. My favorite quote is from actually Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. It's the part where Dustin Hoffman turns to Natalie Portman and says, "Life is an occasion, rise to it." It just gets me every single time. I think that's such a powerful quote and we all need to take lessons from that, and it just rings true every single day. Disney princess, my favorite Disney princess is Merida. Merida's my favorite Disney princess. I just love how outspoken she is, how willful she is. I guess she reminds me a lot of myself. My favorite Disney princess is definitely Merida. Favorite holiday? Christmas. I love Christmas in my house. You know, Christmas basically just throws up in my house. It's everywhere and I just love it. I love the warm feeling that it gives you. I love being with the family. Christmas is just the best. What I want to learn. I would love to learn how to sword fight. I kind of made that one of my missions for life, that before I die, I'm going to learn how to do some type of sword fighting. If I had superpowers, I would definitely have to go with like a Jean Grey or like the Phoenix type of superpowers. I can't say that Jean Grey was my favorite superhero because she's really not. However, I just love her powers, her telekinetics, how she can move things, and more so from that, the Phoenix. I just thought that they were really great superheroes with their powers, and that would definitely be the power I would like to have. What are my strengths? I think I'm actually pretty good at understanding. I might not necessarily get where people are coming from right away, but once I get the time to actually sit down and process it, I think I'm really good at understanding people and where they're coming from and trying to give everyone kind of the benefit of the doubt. Tattoos or piercings? Yes, actually, I have 3 tattoos. They're all flowers. I have 2 of them on my back and 1 of them is on my foot. When I'm sad, the answer to that is probably eat. Depending on what I'm sad about or, you know, what's got me down, you know, definitely find some comfort in food. But, you know, I can do a lot of different things, just kind of curl up on the couch. If I'm sad, I actually like to curl up on the couch and read a book. Just sometimes watch a movie that'll actually make me cry. Once you cry, you start to feel better. So it really depends on what's kind of got me down and what kind of mood that I'm in with the best song to dance to. For myself, personally, my favorite song to dance to is Black Eyed Peas' I Got a Feeling. I just really love that song. It just really gets me going. I love when people play at the beginning of like an occasion, beginning of a party, beginning of a wedding. Kind of sets the tone for the night and kind of gets you right into it. My Hogwarts house. My Hogwarts house is Hufflepuff. I took the test years and years ago, essentially when the first movie came out. They had that big internet craze with it. They had all these websites that came up along with the movies. So I did take the test back then with the sorting hat, and it did sort me into a Hufflepuff. My best friend, although I am very fortunate to have a great amount of friends who are just fantastic and loving in my life, I'm gonna have to go with the corny answer on this and say my husband is my best friend. He is just fantastic. He understands me sometimes when I don't even understand myself. He stood by me through thick and thin. He puts up with me and my crazy mood swings and everything I put him through, and he still really loves me. I love sharing everything with him, and whenever anything happens, he's the first person I want to tell. So my husband is definitely my best friend. Why YouTube? The answer for that's pretty simple. I have a lot to say, and I think this is a great place to get it out. I'm definitely interested into, you know, opening subscription boxes. I do want to try to get into some fitness with you guys as well. I'm trying to lose some weight. I want you guys to help me out, and I want to help you guys out with that as well. I love the platform that this provides for people who essentially, you know, can't get big in life are able to go onto YouTube and say what they can say, and people who have the same type of perspective as them is able to tune in and watch and kind of grow with each other. So I thought that was just a really, really great area that we can all, you know, come together in, and why can't I have a little piece of this heaven as it is. Okay, you guys, that is it for my very first video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you will stay tuned for many, many more videos. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. I will hope to be seeing you guys nice and soon. Bye guys.